In Power BI, we have something called folder connector that is available. You need to click on the get data here, and then here you will find the folder is not there. Click on more. Instead of loading the file one after the other, let's say you kept all the files in one specific folder. If you specify the folder name, all the files and then the file, the main folders, if that contains any subfolders data also will get loaded automatically. I just go here and then I just say NC sales, NC daily sales. So this is, for example, North Carolina's daily sales. I just select this folder here and then right click on it, copy this. See, in this folder, NC daily sales folder, you have four files are there, Excel file, and then I click on APR folder. You have a subfolder is also there. Okay, NC daily sales contains Excel file and then subfolder. In that subfolder also some files are there. Okay. What I will do is I will remove these files for the time being. And then July, August, March. Okay, I'll remove this one also. In the April month, you have only the April data. I will just remove that one also. In CD. Okay. So this is the folder name. I just copy it. And in this folder, I have some files are there, and even I have a subfolder is there. See, in the real-time scenario, you must be having, let's 30 files or 40 files are there. And also along with that, you have some folders. Okay. Inside the folder also some files are there. If you select the main folder, and then if you paste that name here, E:NC daily sales, this is the folder name. Just hit OK. That's it. Look here. How many files were there in the operating system? Look here. 2 files, 1 folder. So in this folder, we have April month data are there. It not only picked up the 2 main files, Excel files. Along with that, it picked up the look here, the subfolder file also, apr.xls file, right? So daily sales, NC daily sales, NC daily sales, this is the main folder. What are the files that are available, it picked up. In addition to that, we have subfolder called APR. It automatically picked up the subfolder files also. Now what I do is I just, now we have 4 buttons: combine, load, transform data, cancel. So far we have seen only load, transform data, cancel with other connectors. But there is an additional button that is for the folder connector. So if you click on the drop down here, combine and transform data. What do you mean by combine and transform? Combine all the files data and then load it, okay? Or open the transformer. Transformer is Power Query Editor, okay? And or combine, simply combine and load data. Combine all the files data and load it there, okay? But I don't want to do that. Okay, first I want to load it. I am going to hit the load button. Let us see what happens. Yeah, file got loaded, right? So we don't see any thing here. I just go to the right side and if you see here NC daily sales, if you expand this one, you can see date accessed, folder path name, not the data, isn't it? I just hit this table view icon and I'm going to select the NC daily sales. Instead of displaying the, all these files data here, it just gives me the file name. What are the files that are available in that folder? And then what date we accessed, what date we modified, what date it got created, folder path, everything it is giving it. But this is not much helpful because I want to work with the data, right? I want to combine all those 3 files data into a single file. For that, I just click on the drop down just beneath the transform data ribbon. And then I'm going to click on the transform. This is where your Power Query Editor. This is where I'm going to combine them. Okay, look here, NC daily sales is the folder name, isn't it? So you can see the same thing here. So here what we are going to do is I'm going to see the folder path, everything is there, record attributes. I just keep only these two columns. Okay, I selected content name, and then when I right click on it, I could see remove columns. I don't want to remove these two columns, but I want to remove the rest of the columns. See, beautiful option, remove other columns. That means except these two columns, remove the remaining columns. Okay. And here, if you see the content, next to that, you can see double down arrow. I just click on this. It will expand the data from the binary format. Okay, error. Okay. It's all XLS file. Right? That's the reason why it is going only XLX file is going to work. And okay, Excel open file as Excel workbook. Okay, that's the reason I kept two different versions. Okay, what I will do is I just delete this here. Close and apply. And here I keep the .xlsx file. Okay. Simply what I am going to do is I'm going to double click on this file, open it, save it as .xls file. That is the latest version of Excel. For that reason only we are getting an error. I just save as Excel workbook. I simply select Excel workbook and let us see what happens. I just go here. 97/2003. Okay. I just right click on it. That is older thing, right? Yeah. And this is the one 6.2. Today we created it. I just click on the properties. And then here, look here, XLSX file. That's all. Okay. Simply, I just open the March file. I'm going to select the file and save as Excel workbook. That's all. Simply save it. To get that error, you need to convert this as .xlsx. How to convert that? Very simple. Just open that file and save it as an Excel workbook. So that the latest version of the Excel workbook will get created. Okay. I just click on save as and I'm going to select Excel workbook. We are done. I just close this. Daily sales and March. August and March we created it. Now I just go here and then click on the get data and then the folder connector. Click on more. Folder is there. I just selected it. NC daily sales. I'm going to hit OK. You can see a lot of files here. All we need is the XLSX file. The rest of them we don't need it. Right. I just load it again. 6 rows. And I'm going to click on this NC daily sales folder. And here again, we can see that same thing, right? What I'll do is I just go to Power Query Editor. Select NC Daily Sales. Here, I just exclude all these files. Okay, what are the files that I don't need it, right? Older version, I'm going to exclude it. And then I'm going to keep August, April month, XLSX file, and April Excel, and August, March X, 3 files. Okay, I'm going to hit OK. This is how you can filter the data. Okay. See, in your folder, you might be having n number of files. Whatever the files that are relevant to your analysis, you can apply the filter and then keep those relevant files to you. Okay. I'm going to select these two columns, right click on it, remove other columns. And then I'm going to click on this double arrow. Look here, sheet 1 and sheet 2. I just select the sheet 1. You can see the sheet 1 contains these records. And when I select sheet 2, also I can see the same data, right? Sorry, the records are there. So with this, we can understand these Excel sheet contain two sheets in it. Fine, I'm going to hit OK. Now it will expand the data from all these Excel files. Each Excel file contains two sheets, and then it combines all of them, all the files in a single file. It combines not only all the files, but also it combines the data that are in the subsheet also. Here I'm getting some error. Here I just click on error. The file, okay, the key did not match. Okay, no problem. What I will do is I just select this one. I'm going to remove errors. I just selected. I just selected all the columns. How did I do that? Control A. And then right click on it and then remove errors. Let's see what happens. But the error still remains as it is. Okay. Maybe incomplete. But here, unfortunately, it's not at all showing anything, right? Okay. Okay. Maybe because of this one, the quantity order priority, the very the sales quantity is there. Okay. Okay, error occurring transform file query expression the key did not match any rows in the table. Okay, we will go and check the content of this file. August month. I just we have something called customer dot name. Okay, if you scroll towards the extreme left, row dot ID, order ID. Okay, almost 18 records are there. Very good. This is my August month. And March month also, I will just take a look at that. Order ID, row dot ID, order ID. Okay. Row dot ID, order underscore ID. And then here, order underscore ID. Still, there is an error, right? I just go and check what is the error here. Okay, and here filtered row 1. Removed errors 1. Okay. What happened here? I just select all the columns. Okay, and then I'm going to right click on it, remove errors. Still, it is not doing it. Removed error 3. Error. If you have an error and if you try to close and apply, it will not work unless until you fix it. But some cases it works. You need to do some kind of trial and error. The OLE ODBC error, the key did not match any rows in the table. Okay, OLEB ODBC error is something like that one, right? I just discard the changes. Again, I think the version problem. Okay, here I just go here. This is my Excel file. The older one, I just remove it. And then NC daily sales. This is my older version. Only the 2025 will keep it here. 2025. Okay. Folder path. Load. Transform data. NC daily sales. Okay. And I just select only these two columns. Rest of the columns are not required because those are all metadata. Okay. And if I keep the cursor somewhere here, it's not showing anything there. Okay. August.xlsx, March.xlsx, binary next to the binary we see April. All of them are XLX. Here also we can see XLX. And I'm going to click on the double down arrow. And I'm going to select this one, right click on transform data. I tried a different way, okay? So this is the one should work. 5 rows loaded. Yes, now we don't have any issues. Data got loaded. I just go to the thing here and then NC daily. So this is the previous one. This is the current one, okay? Sheet 1 and sheet 2. What I'll do is I just open the transform data again. Yeah, this is the one we can see it here, right? So I just click on refresh. Sheet 1 and sheet 2 and things are there. I'm going to select only these two now, and again I'm going to remove other columns. Here we can see the double down arrow. Click on that. Use original column name as prefix. I'm going to unselect this one. I'm going to hit OK. Look here, all the files data got combined. What did I do here? I just made sure that that folder contains .xlsx file only, not the other files. Second step is I just the I have used the load option. Right, I mentioned about the folder name, the folder connector, and then I hit the OK. So what happened? It opened up the data preview window. There I did not select sheet 1 and sheet 2, but it is always a good practice. You select sheet 1 and see what is there. In case you have more than one sheet, in our case sheet 2 is there. You need to select that process, see or the data, all the data are available or not. That's the best practice. And then what you do is don't simply click on the OK button. You need to click on the parent folder. Okay, so that is where you need to look here. I'll just show you here again. Expanded data, right? I just click on the wheel icon next to this task. Okay, not this one, not here, and here. Okay, remove other columns. Mhm. Filtered hidden file, removed other columns. content name. We select only content name and that's all right. I just selected this one. Okay. So, and then, so this is the last step. I just expanded it. So now we are able to get everything. And if you click on the drop down here, you can see sheet 1 and sheet 2 in addition to March also is there. I don't know why March is there. Okay, let it be there. So now if you see here, this column is not at all helpful. You can remove it. Row dot id, order id, all these column names are appearing in the data place, right? Ideally, this first row, the first row should be there here, the column name. So what I do is I select the transform ribbon. You will find something to use first row as. Click on the drop, use first row as it is. So what it does is, it is going to use the first row as a column header. Okay, this one will get pushed here. Okay. Very good. Row.id, order ID, and order date, everything is good. But if you see at the bottom, right, if you scroll down, you see in the row.id is the numeric column. But again, the column name got appeared here instead of values, because the first one, right, first 19 records belonging to one sheet, 18 records. And then remaining 18 records belong to another sheet. So what happened? The second sheet, the column header is there. That is the one it is picking up. I'm going to click on the drop down. I'm going to exclude the row.id. Look here, I'm going to filter this one. Only in the first file, if that maintains the column header name, that is enough. Okay, so no need to include the same column header for each and every file when you combine it together. Okay, we don't see any error. I just click on the file and close and apply. Okay, what happened now? Okay, I just go here. Now we can see the data got loaded, right? So very good. So here almost 90 rows are there. Good. Okay, you got confused there, right? 1 second. I'll just show you the folder connector where you need to do it. Look here, the folder connector, you need to select it. And then you need to specify the folder where you have all the files that are. Okay, the question was, do I need to use Excel all the time? Yes, you can use CSV file also. But make sure that you are not combining Excel and CSV and JSON file. Okay, your folder should contain, listen, if you have a folder, that folder should contain only all the files should be in the XLX format, or all the files should be in CSV file. Should not be a mix of both. Okay, I just hit okay. I just do it, one more time so that for you guys can understand what I did. So I just hit the load. It got loaded. I'm going to select the transform data. So in our case, it's the latest one is NC Daily Sales 3, isn't it? So daily sales. This is the one I just repeated one more time for you guys to understand what I did. Okay, I just remove other columns. I keep only those two columns. I'm going to hit this double down arrow. So this one will extract all the data from this one. Here we have sheet 1 and sheet 2. It's good practice. Select the sheet 1 and then see all the data are available here. Yeah, almost, right? And sheet 2 also the same thing. Basically, these two sheets are not blank sheets. It has some data in it. Very good. Now I keep the cursor on top of the parameter 2. Right click on it, transform data. Evaluating query. Okay. I just go here and see daily sales 3. Still, it shows only the metadata. Now I just go back again. And here, yes. Again, I'm going to select only these two columns, table and sheet 1. Remove other columns. So this column is not at all required. This is just for our reference, okay? And I'm going to click on the double down arrow. And here I'm going to hit OK. Got expanded. And finally, what I do is I just go to the transform ribbon. Use first row as headers. I just select it. Now the column names got got shifted there. March, September 11. Okay, that is another file. I'm going to remove that column. That column is no longer required. And then I'm going to hit the file, close and apply. Okay, all the files got combined together. So data's daily sales 3, isn't it? I just demonstrated. So what are the things that you need to keep in mind? What consider that you need to make when you use the folder connector? First one is all the files all the file types, right? All the file types should be similar. That means if you have XLSX file, you need to have only the .xlx file X in that folder. Or supposing you have .csv file only, right? Keep only .csv files. Don't keep the mix of both. That is the one you need to keep in mind when you work with the folder connector. The second one is the columns need not to be in the same order. Columns need not to be in the same order. That means the first file contains 5 columns. Just for the sake of simplicity. Let's say first file contains 5 columns. Second file also contains 5 columns. Very good. But in the first file, 5 columns are there. Something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But in the second file, 1, 3, 2, 4, 5. The column orders are not same, but still it works. But in the older version, it doesn't work. Latest version, it is working. Okay, this is not an issue. Number 3, the data type should be same. Sorry, the data type should be same. What do you mean by data type should be same? File 1 contains something like, you have a sales column. Here it is a numeric data type. Okay, file 2, same sales column is there, but it is a text data type. When you load the text data in numeric value, it will not allow, it will throw an error. Okay, so item 1, item 3, you should be remembering it. Okay, so this one you don't have to worry about it. This is just for your information. You don't have to do anything. Okay, it is automatically load. For example, you have, here the row ID is there, order number is there, order date is there. Okay, and then this is file 1. In file 2, what happened? Row ID, row dot ID is there, and then here order date is there, order number is there. In the first file, the row dot ID, order number, order date was there. But in this second file, row dot ID is there. Instead of order number, order ID, order date is there, right? So, and then only the order ID is there. So the column orders are not consistent. The previous version of the Power BI and all the files, column order should be same, but in the latest one, it doesn't matter. So the second file row.id will get loaded into first file's row.id. And then second files, the order date data will get loaded into order date in the first file, and then the order number will get loaded with the order number. Okay. Order does not matter. That is what I mentioned here. So these are the rules. You should be knowing it before you start work on the folder connector. So the advantages are manifold. See, for example, in the real world scenario, you have 25 files, 30 files are there. You don't have to load each and every file manually. Okay. Simply specify the folder name, but make sure that in that folder and subfolder of that main folder contains the similar type of the file, and then the data type of the columns also correct. Like I said, in the first file, I have a sales column. Second file also I have a sales column. But in the first file, the sales column is a float data type or number data type. So in the second file, the same sales column got wrongly assigned with text data type. So when you do this, what will happen when you combine? It will fail. Before you use the folder connector, you need to do that check. Okay. Or while using the folder connector, right, in the preview window, you can just, in the Power Query editor, you can see that you need to check it out, okay, each and everything. So that's pretty much about folder connector. Hope you understood the folder connector is really, really helpful to load multiple files in one go without loading them one after the other. Okay, it is already 1:30. We started by 12:20, almost now 1:27, right? So 1 hour. So tomorrow 1 hour will continue. Okay. Tomorrow also 1 hour will continue. Whatever I taught you today, you just practice it. Okay. Any questions so far? Fine. Since you don't have any questions, I'm going to wrap up the session now. See you.